So here we are, we're finally at the point where we're going to put a buttonhole onto the jacket, and you should always do some test buttonholes just in case, you know, with the fabric, just to see what they look like. So this is what I've been doing, and originally I started off with the thread that I've been using for the jacket, and it matches really well with the fabric, but I kept having issues with it breaking. So I then tried this one here, which is a Gutermann thread, and it's the wrong colour. You can clearly see it doesn't blend. I don't want a contrasting buttonhole. So I thought, I know, I'll try a different one. And I tried this one, which is a denim top stitch thread, but it's too thick. And again, I had issues with the machine. And to cut a long story short, I've had to take out the bobbin housing, re-oil it, clean it out, give it a good thing, because it was just not quite right. So I've now been practicing on another piece here with the original thread, and these two buttonholes here are the ones I've done since I've re-oiled it. So I'm quite pleased with those, and that's what I'm going to go ahead with. I'm going to use that particular buttonhole, and fingers crossed that it goes well and I don't have any issues on the actual jacket. So I've checked it on these others that the length is correct. I've opened it up, it looks fine. So fingers crossed. So here's the jacket, and I've marked the position where I want the buttonhole to be, and it's going to form on this line here. And I've also marked the starting point of the buttonhole as well. Now, I've chosen that starting point here because the button itself is 30 millimeters. That's the length of the diameter of the buttonhole, which is 27 millimeters, plus the thickness of the buttonhole, which is 3 millimeters, giving me 30 millimeters. And the buttonholer on my machine automatically adds 2 millimeters to that length. So that brings me down to here. And I've chosen to put, that was there, and I've added 1 centimetre, 10 millimeters to that length. So I've got the buttonhole finishing at 10 millimeters away from the edge. So that should give me a 32 millimeter buttonhole, which will be perfect for my button, which is here. Okay. So I'm now going to put that onto the machine, and I'll show you the buttonholer doing its thing. And fingers crossed I won't have any more issues with my machine. So I've got an automatic buttonholer on here. I've set up the length and width already. And here we go. And I seriously hope that I don't have any more problems, because I couldn't bear it having done this on the jacket. So here we go. Not moving. Well, I tried my best with my machine to do my buttonhole, but unfortunately it wasn't having it. It was because this was too thick here. I didn't have anything to raise the levels, so I did it by hand using a very simple blanket stitch. I stitched around, just a simple running stitch around there, and then I used a blanket stitch with close together stitches and a little knot on the edges, so that I've got no frays. It holds all the hair canvas in, and then that's what it looks like from the back. It might not be the neatest buttonhole, but I'm pretty pleased with that. And once the button's done, I think that's going to look absolutely fine. The button is now on, fully functioning. sewn on there with a small shank on that, and then that works very nicely to hold that in place. My next job, and this is the really exciting bit, I'm going to remove all of the basting stitches that I've got on here, and then I'm going to give it a final press, and I'll show you what the whole jacket looks like once it's finished. So here's the jacket finally finished with all of the tailor stitches taken out. Those lovely pockets that are really super in this design. All lined and looking pretty good. So if you have any questions or you'd like to see more content and more things that I'm going to be sewing and some real sewing, please like and follow, and thank you for watching.